All right, let's get this party started. Uh, I've got a little bit of a cold right now, plus some other stuff going on, so forgive me if I sound a bit funny. But yeah, time for Mega Man 6. This is excuse me, looks like I lost my chat dock here. There we go. Okay. This is easily the most underrated. Whoops. Well, we kind of need to see that, don't we? Let's just go ahead and reset that, get that off the screen in a good time This now. But yeah, I've got a little bit of a cold going on. I was real sick earlier this week, and I feel well enough to stream today. So yeah, that'll be nice. Get to see a preview of all the bosses before the game even starts. It's pretty cool. Racist man. Canadian man. Gee, I wonder who that is. Totally not Dr. Wily. Nope. Definitely not Dr. Wily. Not the series' main villain at all. Jelly Mist, welcome in. It is the Mangy Moose. There's actually a hotel in my hometown called the Mangy Moose. It's pretty cool. So, most people opt to start with, I think Blizzard Man in this game, if I recall correctly. I'm going to Windman first. Because I did a practice run before I started the stream, just of the Robot Master stages, to kind of plan out my route. Because, yeah, believe it or not, this game actually has routing, and I kind of want to show everything. But Windman is a pretty good first boss to go up against, I think. Plus, his weapon is just not fantastic. But is, like, serviceable. It's okay, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's kind of a... It's a nice day out here where I'm at. It's kind of starting to cloud up a little bit, which... You know, we probably got some snow coming on the horizon tonight. Which, that's okay. It's winter in Minnesota. I expect there to be snow. For as troublesome as it may be sometimes. Yeah, these spike guys, you can stun them, but you can't kill them. Later on, you can kill them relatively easily. Don't jump there, you'll go into the spikes. These platforms flip after you jump on them, so just play carefully. If you have a certain thing you get later on, you can just completely avoid this section pretty much. But that won't be until much, much later. Here's a little hallway of free shit. Always appreciated. I really like the music in this game, actually. Excuse me, I got a cough. Oh, man. As I said before, I think Mega Man 6 is very underrated as far as the original 6 Mega Man games go. A lot of people have the problem with it that it's just kind of bland, and... You know, I definitely see that argument. But... You know, the weapons are fun, the stages are fun. There's some other gimmicks that we'll see later on here that really, I think, just kind of bring this game to another level compared to some of the other classic games. Hallway of Unrestricted Feces, yes. Pretty sure there's a hallway like that in one of the Silent Hill games. I can't remember. It's been forever since I played those. Windman is a pretty easy boss. This is pretty much all he does. He tries to suck you in, and Throws these little spinner things at you that are very easy to dodge. I say as I get hit with them. Twice. He do the suck. Yes, he does do the suck. He very much does the suck. Well, watch where you're pointing that thing. Ah! Okay. Yeah, this is like the coolest weapon get screen from the original 6 games. Especially since it shows you what the weapon does. I really like that. And that is a very boring weapon, honestly. You can see we got a little Mega Man icon for clearing the stage there, so... Next I want to go to Flame Man. Again, it's another Robot Master I think is pretty cool in this game. So... I don't know if you noticed a theme with the Robot Masters yet, but they kind of, there's like Masters of Weapons and Masters of Elements, which I think is pretty neat. I honestly think these, games are at their strongest when they're, like, sticking to a coherent theme like this. Yeah, don't jump in that oil, that's instant death when it's on fire. So, generally something you'd like to avoid in these games is dying. So... Don't mind you, you're very tired. Yeah, I feel that. I'm also very tired. I didn't sleep great last night. Ooh, these guys. It's the final evolution of footholders. Pump platforms? I don't know what to call them. They're pretty neat, though. I like them. And they let you traverse the fire safely. Without getting burned alive, which is pretty good. Not getting burned alive is a good thing. Local streamer runs into a clusterfuck. Nah, Blade Man isn't until 10. But I do get the joke. And it was a good joke. It made me laugh on the inside. Another good reason to come to Flame Man early, free energy tank. So those green fire-spitting dudes will actually prioritize starting the oil over Mega Man. Yeah, I kind of deserved that. That was stupid. Whoops. There we go. I just had to shut up. Which is false because Coach Z is just a green big job. A big green job. Those words. Ooh, I didn't put the cheese on the screen yet. I need to do that. Well, there's the cheese for now. That's where it's gonna sit. So yeah, Flame Man is very weak to the wind shooter. Which makes him an easy fight. Mr. X has a strange need for cheese? Yes, he does. He can have the cheese. Enjoy eating the cheese, Mr. X. And you get the Rush Power Adapter for beating Flame Man, which is a Very important weapon. For various shenanigans that will happen. So, next I'm going to go to Yamato Man. It was also a very easy fight with the Buster, so... Fun fact, in the Battle Network games, Yamato Man was changed to Japan Man in Battle Network 3. I don't know why they made that change, because I don't think Yamato is exactly hard to pronounce or say for an English audience, but... Localization is funny. Yes, let's get hit by the same enemy twice. That's usually a good thing. Die. And I did happen to see that cracked block at the edge level. We're coming back for that later. Because there's some really cool stuff that this game does that I want to show. But unfortunately, it involves having to do some stages twice, but you know what? That's okay. Because I think it's worth showing off. Except in, like, one instance, where I don't think it's worth showing off. More like localization is fucky? Yeah, localization is very fucky. But that's what makes it fun. Nee. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Alright. Good way to hit this guy. Whoop whoop. And he goes away. Bubsy, I'm not gonna lie to you. He flew away. Sir! I'm not gonna lie to you. He flew away. I like this stage. Just like the cool aesthetic to it. Like the big Mount Fuji at the start, that's always neat. This game is just kind of average as far as a lot of its level design goes, so I don't really have all that much transformative to say, I guess. But there's some cool stuff here, so we'll undoubtedly see that. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a healthy piece of real estate. A G! Stave it off. 1, 2, 3. Now you can count to 3. Yamato Man is easy to fight with the Buster, I swear. Yamato Man probably has my favorite design out of all the bosses in this game. I've just always liked him. Plus, I think he's the only Robot Master to use, like, a spear. So that's pretty neat, I guess. Pink. A drink of water. Good shit. Alright, so next up on the chalking block. Next up on the chopping block is Nightman. You know what? I'm feeling stupid. I'm gonna go to Tomahawk Man instead. Because there's good shit you get from this stage. Like, real good shit. Gee, I wonder if that sign pointing down at the floor on that barrel means anything. Time for the power adapter. Oh wow, it's an E-tank. They didn't have to put that little arrow there as a hint, but they did. And I think that's really cool. Using background elements to tell you where a secret is. Extra life, very nice. I'll happily take that. Alright. If I remember, Yamato Spear is good for this. Yep. Cool. I really like the Wild West aesthetic of this stage. Of course, that's just an aesthetic I kind of enjoy in general, but I think it's particularly well done here. Especially for being on an 8-bit console. Don't need that. Yamato Man doesn't get a happy Mega Man face? I guess not. Alright, give me the goods. I'm only taking that because I'm tired of messing with it. Iconic video game sunset. I really like this area. It's so freaking pretty for the NES. Like, honestly. Those big guys are like, I think, one of the more annoying versions of that enemy. I don't care for them. But they don't care for me either, so it's even. Ah. Okay. I wish I had a Met dispenser. That'd be pretty cool. So, if you want to do everything in this game, Yamato Man is actually a stage that I think you have to come to twice. I'm probably wrong. Yeah, you can just backtrack down there, but I prefer to do it this way. So, you need the power adapter for this. And just inch to the edge of the platform, pixel at a time, and jump. And that's the energy balancer, graciously delivered by Proto Man. What that does is, if you pick up an energy while you're in your like default Mega Buster state, I mean, it prioritizes whichever weapon has the least energy and then refills it automatically. So it's pretty freaking handy. Definitely worth picking that up. And I completely bungled that little section there. Wow. That time I didn't. I'm probably going to die to Tomahawk Man. Because he's actually a pretty tricky fight, but it should be fine. Yep, there it is. When he corners you like that, it's frickin' tough to get over him. As it is with most of the bosses in these games, but... You know what? That's just how that happens. Randomly fire? Okay. And that's Tomahawk Man. Just kind of stay at a range and jump over his projectiles or slide under them as best you can, and that's the best way to beat him. His weakness isn't even all that good against him. It's kind of another charge man case. Yeah, back when things like Yamato Man were still allowed to exist. Before we became obsessed with not stereotyping people, I don't know. I can't really say that without sounding like an asshole, so I'm gonna choose not to. Oh, do I want to go to Plant Man next? Yeah, let's go to Plant Man next. Get all the elemental guys out of the way. Plant Man stage is really cool. I like how they use the grass to cover up like the little cricket dudes that are clearly from Bright Man stage and just repurposed. And here's where the power adapter starts coming in really handy. Because there's a bunch of stuff behind hidden blocks in this that you can get basically for free, so. This guy's a dick. But I think you can kind of cheese him. Well, you can't with the weapon setup that I have right now. If I had the weapon you get from Blizzard Man, I'd be able to cheese him pretty easily. But I can also just choose to ignore him, so that helps. I'll go ahead and be the ass back when we didn't cater to people who think the sensibilities of an infant are the height of human aspirations. Yeah, pretty much. I totally get what you mean. Jump into the enemy. Well, that's not really what I wanted, Eddie, but I'm kind of stuck with what you give me in this case, so. And those gorilla dudes are pretty weak to Yamato Sphere. I actually have a lot of trouble with those mini-bosses, so I'm glad that one went down quickly. Ooh, here's a fun section. Rare instance of Windstorm being genuinely useful. If you know where all the enemies are. Like what I do. Man, on my practice run, I had a run of this stage where I, like, hit all those enemies perfectly, and I wish I had recorded it. But I didn't, so that's just how it goes sometimes. Welcome in, Flash, how are you? Glad to see you could make it this time. Is down, yeah, this time. One thing I really dislike about this game is that you can't, seemingly can't jump out of a slide anymore. Like, midway through. You have to come to a full stop. Which I don't know why they made that change, but I guess I can't be too upset about it. It's still a really fun game. Be very careful around those fish guys, because, like, their hitbox is ever so slightly bigger than you think it would be. These jumps here on the springs can get pretty tight. How high you jump depends on if you're holding down the A button when you land or not, so. Those cannon dudes out in the springs are a huge pain in the ass, but I actually really like them. How they implemented the springs to work with the enemies, and I wish they had done that more. Like, more environmental stuff like that with the enemies. I think that'd be really neat. The significance of the happy icons at the, start of the stage, that just tells you if there's something hidden in there. So if you get, like, the happy icon on Blizzard Man stage, that means there's not a secret exit. Think of, like, the Super Mario World map screen, and you basically have what I'm getting at. I think 4 has the best music out of the NES games. If we're including the 2 retro-styled Wii ones, 9 and 10, then I would definitely say 9, but out of the actual NES games, 4 for sure. And then 6 is actually a close second to me. Plant Man is another pretty simple Buster duel, thankfully, so. You know I had to YouTube poop it at some point. Oh, I don't know why this is always so fucking funny to me, but it just is. Yeah, music is one of those things about video games that is oddly consistently good. So. Oh, let's go to Blizzard Man. Just finish off all the elemental bosses. Is this the Mega Man or the new Pokemon with all those flashbangs? It could be either one, really. It's hard to tell. Alright, so Blizzard Man stage has these platforms that you can only melt with Fireman's weapon. Or Flame Man's weapon, I mean. Fire, flame, same goddamn thing. Yeah, this is what Jet Adapter does. It just lets you hover in midair. It is quite overpowered, so I'm not really going to be using it all that much. If you like free shit, don't take the upper path. Yes, you can get an energy, but it makes getting something even better here much more difficult, so. Hang to left as you're falling down in here for a secret surprise. Okay, no, I want to show this game. Okay, that works. Sometimes you just gotta accept getting hit. Yeah, extra life, nice. Yeah, the graphics are of decent quality compared to this. Pickle surprise! But where's the pickle? That's the surprise. Flame Shooter is a really good weapon for this part, but I prefer Windstorm. Yes, it takes 2 hits to kill the, curling stone guys, but you know what? It's fun to watch them fly away. And yes, I took a whole bunch of unnecessary damage there, because I'm good at this game. But Flame Blast just mows them down. Nothing to it. Something good to know about the Yamato Spear, actually, if I can get this guy to turn around. Goes through shielded enemies, which is very, very handy. And is just generally kind of a good weapon. Like, That's the thing. This game and Mega Man 3 both have the same problem with their weapons, but the weapons in this one are actually good, so it balances out. Sometimes you just gotta shoot a squid. Yeah, it's literally just a standard uncharged buster, but better and with limited ammo, so... Can't complain about it. This room is funky. Just because your shots travel with the submarine moving up and down. And you can kind of use that to aim at the Sniper Joe dudes that are highly ineffectual. This section you want the power adapter. So you can break that ice cube. And quick sneak in here for a whole bunch of energy and an E-tank. Cool. The problem with the weapons in Mega Man 3, in my opinion, was that all of them are just... They take a thing and shoot it forward. That's all they really do. Like, there's nothing creative. There's not a shield weapon or anything like that. 4 had the first true shield weapon. I don't really count the leaf shield because you couldn't move while you're using it. But, they all just are kind of buster replacements, whereas in, say, like, 2, you got a massive fireball you could charge up and, one-hit kill a whole bunch of shit with, or in 5, you get a replacement for your slide, although I can't really count charge kick, because it's, like, it relies on a mechanic. Well, no, this fucking slide was in 3. But yeah, the weapons in Mega Man 3 are just lame or, like, really bad, like Spark Shock or fucking, what's the other one? No idea who just texted me. Spark Shock or Top Spin, they're just lame or outright bad, so... Don't exactly care for them. So, Blizzard Man, being from Canada, yes, this is actual canon information, is very weak to fire. As I imagine most Canadians are. And as somebody who has lived in close proximity to Canada for most of his life. Is this NES or SNES? This is NES. Mega Man 6 was actually released after Mega Man 7. Or not Mega Man 7, Mega Man X, I mean. So it was a very, very late addition to the NES library. Let's see. Now that I have all my shit that I need, I can go back and do the stage revisits, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to Nightman. The NES grabs tiles directly from the cart. Well, I have no idea what that means, and I don't exactly care to find out. Alright, power adapter. Get that one up. All I know is game fun, I play. Though admittedly, it is pretty cool to know some of the things that go on under the hood with these really, really old games. So these pot guys are normally really annoying, but I don't know why I switched off a power adapter. If you use a power adapter, they just die. Which is good. Heh, loser. Power adapter can do some pretty fun stuff. It is quite strong. Oh, almost died. I always get this stage mixed up with Blade Man's level from 10. Just because there's actually elements from this stage in that level. So I always think there's going to be a mini-boss in this room, even though there's not. I think I actually saw that video. Like, a while ago. It was pretty neat. Here's another area where, not jet adapter, damn it. Jet adapter isn't useful in this stage at all, where power adapter comes in handy. Because of these guys again. Oh, okay. Alright. Nice, E-Tank. That's what I wanted, Eddie. Alright, this section. These dudes with the glasses are very, very annoying. But if you use Windstorm, they die just like that. Ooh, I can actually get that E-Tank on this run. Nice. Should do that. E-Tanks are the most valuable thing in these games, in my opinion, so... Okay, this room is weird. So, as one may think, Nightman is in a castle, but apparently he's in a bouncy castle. Which is just fun. And I like fun, so... So, you could go to Nightman over that way past that spiky dude, but I'm going down here. Whoops. There we are. Actually, I want Yamato's Spear going in here. And here he is, Knight Man. This is why Yamato's Spear is his weakness. It just pierces right through his shield, and you don't have to worry about getting behind him to hit him at all. And it just kind of absolutely shreds him, so... Can't complain about that. Okay. Sorry about that, I had to text somebody really quick. So, as you can see, for doing that alternate route with Nightman, we got an A on the screen, so... Probably, if you've played these games before, you can figure out where this is going, but I'm going to Centaur Man. Because he is probably the most annoying boss, in my opinion. And he probably has the most inexplicable stage out of all of them. Like, I get this is supposed to be like Greece or somewhere, but... Last time I checked, pelicans weren't really associated with Greece. That drop fish everywhere. Yeah, there's a little gotcha trap there. Kind of mean to the developers, but you know what? These games are mean sometimes. That's just the way it is. In Albuquerque. This section has some pretty tight jumps, so just be careful and don't fuck it up. I wanted to say don't fuck it up, Luigi, but I'm worried that that would kill my voice the rest of the way. So yeah, if you couldn't guess, due to the state of my voice, it's going to be a short stream today. God, Mega Man Sprite comic. Isn't that the one where he's, like, obsessed with basketball for some reason? Ooh, this part. I really like this set piece. Just, like, the gravity-defying water. I think it's really neat. It's just cool, you know? Again, I love how the enemies interact with it, too. Like, I wish that's something these games would do more often, is have the enemies interact with the environment the same way you can. I thought it was in some way. I could be misremembering. Grease people do throw fish all over the place, can confirm. Well, that's good to know, I guess. I think I may have just fucked myself here. Unless I can hit with this. Yep. Night Crush is good because you can throw it up above you. It's basically the Shadow Blade, but better, if you ask me, because I don't really care for the Shadow Blade. It just feels like a really big nerf to the Metal Blade that is just lame. And as you can see at the bottom of the screen, we have a biblically accurate submarine. Ooh, this room is weird. Because normally these dudes, like, cling to the ceiling and fall down, but here they just kind of appear out of thin air and don't even land on the platforms. So. Ah, another squid. Is anybody else suddenly very hungry for calamari? Or is that just me? I think it's probably just me. Here's why I won't be showing the alternate route in this stage, because it's literally just this. Like, you go down here, and there's the fake version of the boss. And you just fly across the pit with a jet adapter, and there you go, you're in the boss. So. And Centaur Man is a huge dickhole. I don't care for him. I've never figured out how to actually fight this boss. Oh, you're being oddly cooperative this time. Not doing any of your teleporting shenanigans. I'll take that. I will happily take that. So normally he can freeze time and, like, teleport around all over the place. It's just kind of annoying mechanically. But so I could go to Mr. X, but I'm going to choose not to. Why do you have to pass the boss in order to get to the fake boss? I have no idea. It's just a check to make sure you have the power adapter, I guess. So yeah, Yamato Man. Really cool things happens when you have to go back through these stages. They changed the palette to make it better on the replay. I fucking love that. Like, that is such a neat touch that they didn't have to do, and yet they still did. So that's why I think Mega Man 6 is very underrated. You can clearly see it's got a lot of love and care put into it. And because it came out while the NES was basically dead and Mega Man X was out already, like, I think it just gets a lot of unnecessary hate. And yeah, the levels can be kind of bland, and the bosses are kind of blah, and the weapons are functional, but still kind of generic. Unlike 3. Excuse me. But, yeah, I genuinely think this is up there with one of the better NES games. Ooh, this boss. So this is the only area that this boss shows up in the whole game, making it, like, to me at least, a very memorable and, if obscure, boss fight, so I get a kick out of it. And that's the other thing with these alternate routes, is they're usually packed full of goodies. Like, this one's got an E-tank in it, for free. All you need is a power adapter, which you're guaranteed to have if you can come down here, because you need it to get in. And this is where it spits you out, right here. So by doing just that mini-boss, you bypass that entire room with the dragonflies and all the other stuff. Blizzard attack, I don't really care for. It just fires in too weird of a way, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I still have a good time with it. I have a good time with all the weapons in this game, which is a very nice change of pace. Alright. Silver Tomahawk. Alright, I forgot that that doesn't really work on this guy. I'm hitting you in the ass. Alright, I do need the jet adapter here. Pokemon Violent. Yeah. I found it so fucking funny. I was at Target with a friend of mine the other day. And I was looking at Switch games. I didn't buy anything, I was just looking, but like... They had so fucking many copies of Scarlet, but 0 copies of Violet. It was pretty fucking good. I really got a kick out of that. Alright, so Yamato Man is weak to the Silver Tomahawk, which I can now demonstrate. You got Nier Automata, Neo The World Ends With You, and Ratchet and Clank. That's pretty cool. I've never played any of those games. I am vaguely interested in Nier, but I feel like I need to play the Drakengard games and the original Nier, or whatever that one's called now, to like fully be able to get what's going on, but The World Ends With You, though, I've never been interested in. And Ratchet and Clank I tried once, but like got needlessly pissed off with the underwater controls and stopped playing. And Tomahawk Man has a really cool change to his stage, too. I like how it's at night now. Like, I genuinely think this is one of the best touches that these games have ever had. And I wish more of them would do this if you have to revisit a stage. Yeah, that works. Does the E-Tank come back? I don't need it, but I'm just... It does. Okay, cool. So this is death over here. Don't go over there, because you'll die. Let's show off Plant Barrier. Actually, I'll be showing that in the boss fight. This useless thing. It's the most boring screen nuke in the entire series, but part of me really likes it because it's that boring. It's hard to explain, but I enjoy it. Only one of the 3 I haven't tried yet is Nier. I greatly enjoy the original World Ends With You and only got into the end of the first week, though. Ratchet and Clank is also good. Not too much swimming. Okay. Yeah, because Ratchet and Clank is one of those series that I genuinely think I need to try out or give a second shot. Because, like, I've seen the gameplay. It looks really fun, and unfortunately, just due to my poor mental state at the time I was playing them, it was just didn't work for me. Night Crash. Oh, that was almost cool. The secret word is feet? Yeah, feet. Yeah. Yeah, what do Sonic's feet smell like? Yeah. Yeah, stinky feet. Yeah. Okay, I'm done now. And this sunset is even more cool now. Like, they took one of the best gaming sunsets, in my opinion, and made it better. Like, you just don't do that. So this looks like it's impassable, but it's not. Just gotta take what some might call a leap of faith. And you get a lot of shit for doing this. I am maxed out on E-tanks now. Because I took the initiative to come back and do the alternate path. Like, these are very much worth doing. If there already wasn't any doubt about that. Sonic's feet smell like peas. How do you know this, Jelly Mist? I'm waiting. Ooh, yeah, this is a job for Silver Tomahawk here, I think. Could also just miss 4 shots with it. That also works. It's a waste of a weapon. Definitely kill that ceiling guy. You're gonna have a way more difficult time with this than you rightfully should. Alright, let's hit. Cool. So this looks really tight, but you can get in here with the jet adapter. Nice. Let me get my Yamato spear. Okay. You know through the secret of making shit up? That's a pretty good secret power. I like that. I have that secret power too, but I choose not to use it for unexplained reasons. Ooh, this weird room. So that energy down there is not worth getting. That said, it's pretty easy to get out of that little pit if you do go in there. Okay, I got it anyway. Alright, Yamato Man. Or not Yamato Man, Tomahawk Man, I mean. This is probably the only time in the game we're actually going to see the plant barrier being used. Because it's fucking useless. You pretty much have to stand right on top of them to do any substantial damage. So, yeah. I don't like the plant barrier. It's not a good weapon. And it's the only weapon I can confidently say in this game is just outright bad, so I think that speaks volumes for the quality of this one. Yeah, basically, you have to kill yourself for the weapon to work. So, same reason that topspin is bad. And I do just want to show off the other pallets in the other stages. This will be really quick, actually. I'm going to do it like this. Since it wouldn't be one of these streams if I didn't abuse save states at some point. So yeah, Nightman just kind of turns into like a cool gold overcast castle. Reminds me of the Kingman stage from Shovel Knight. Or King Knight, I guess, not Kingman. Kingman isn't until Battle Network, which we won't be covering here. Because I don't like those games enough to want to stream them. And Centaur Man. I think his stage just turns ugly, if I recall. It turns pink. No, Kingman doesn't exist in Mega Man and Base. Because his name is just King. Oh, Christ, I'm not looking forward to Mega Man and Base. That's gonna be a fucking fun one. Although I'm one of the people that doesn't outright hate that game, so. Alright, Mr. X time. Yeah, Mega Man does have Mega Man and Bass does have excellent music. We'll talk about that more when we get to it after 8. So. Again, another really cool stage background. They really just upped their game with the backgrounds of these, so I can't complain. Alright, so power adapter? I definitely say yay. The Mega Man Zero games are very, very good, except for the first one, which is just, like, average, but the ZX games are also very good and also, like, stupidly hard to come by, so definitely get it. It's very much worth it. Though that said, I don't personally have it just because I'm, like, trying not to spend money on games right now. So. Ooh, this. Okay. I hope you're ready for me to really, really abuse save states here. Because I want to show this, because this is really cool. Okay. Boink. Boink, boink. Boink, boink. Fall. Yeah, it is even better with the constant rewind. Oh, I almost had it, damn it. Ah! Come on now. Man, I'm just like a pixel off every time. Alright, gotta try science here. There we go, okay. That's what I wanted to do. That section is fucking stupid. Like, I don't know how you're expected to do that without save states or anything, but holy shit. And it's not even really worth it, since you'll be so overpowered at this point anyway. That said, there is some good shit in here. Like, a lot of good shit in here. That's another reason this isn't really all that worth it, because, like, it's so early in the castle stages to have this huge cache of weapon energy and other shit that, like, you're gonna just blow through everything anyway, so why even put it here, you know? Oh, I forgot about that. But again, I already have 9 lives, so... And I want to show off all the routes, so let's completely undo that hard work I just did. Or not even hard work, just tedium. If I recall, Blizzard Attack is good for this screen. Yep. I recalled. And I recalled correctly. Nice. I like the green moons in the background. Actually, I suppose those are, like, supposed to be planets, but... Damn it, they're moons. They're moons in my eyes. Alright, I want power adapter. And what's the best way to deal with you? Probably just Centaur Flash, honestly. Yeah. I should have done that in the previous screen, come to think of it, but... This jump is a dick, if you're not careful. Oop, another good opportunity for Centaur Flash. Get out of here. Nice. Yeah, this level really relies on you using the different rush adapters, which I think is cool. They should base more levels around, like, using utility items instead of just weapons and shit like that. Free E-Tank. And see, this path is automatically better because you get a free E-Tank anyway. So that other path is just not even remotely worth it. That was dumb. That was really dumb. I just handicapped myself for the boss fight. That's what we'll call it. Because this boss, if I remember correctly, is... pretty freaking easy. I like how the game doesn't let you change into your different adapters if you're sliding, because they actually can't slide at all, so... About the ZX0 collection? Nice. This thing is weird. Like, what is this thing's purpose? What does it do? Is it just the sheriff of sucking you off? Well, it killed me. That's what it does, I guess. The thing is also very weak to Flame Burst. I will not be playing Gunvolt, mostly because I haven't played those games, and I really only want to live stream games that I have a decent amount of knowledge of, so I can at least try to make them look good. You know what I mean? Which I am utterly failing at doing right now because I suck at this boss fight. Alright. Take a shit. And it's dead. Either of you interested in Greedfall? It's in the humble subscription thing, and I already have it. That's Elder Scrolls, right? Take a look at my shit. Alright, this stage. If I remember correctly, this is another really fucking easy one. Which I'm probably going to somehow fail at 100 times. But yeah, it's got invisible floors. So that may put a hamper on your damper. Whatever that means. So this is just more of a level of being patient and not rushing into shit like what I'm doing. I also like that it's just kind of a narrow corridor, I'm not accepting that death. Yeah. I also like that it's just kind of like a narrow corridor, and you don't really see that all that often in these games. Ah, the one unique part of this level with the disappearing blocks, or dropping blocks, I mean. Middle market RPG that has nothing to do with From Software. I've literally never heard of it, so I couldn't tell you, I guess. Whoa, that was almost bad. Alright, this looks like a job for Night Crush. You're having a healthy supper? That's good. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself like that. I have not yet decided what I'm having for dinner. I actually went to a new restaurant today. They just opened up. A guy I used to cook for helped them set the whole thing up, so yeah, it was neat. The food was good. It was about what I was expecting, so just based on having been at the guy's other restaurant, so. Whoops. Alright, this boss. I think this is like the Mecha Hydra. Oh no, it's this fucking thing. God. Okay. This thing is awful. I hate this fucking boss. You don't get a chance to breathe. I'm going to have no qualms with using an E-Tank here. Because this boss is awful. The rocks fall, from what I can tell, completely randomly. It never stays still. It's a fucking nightmare to do Buster only, let alone perfect. I remember when Roam Mithril was doing his Castle Stage perfect runs. This thing was a nightmare boss, and I totally see why. Because it's fucking terrible. And it's dead, thank God. I think Mr. X is like... Man, who would Mr. X be? I think it's Dr. Eggman. Yeah, definitely Dr. Eggman. Yeah, even the developers knew how stupid that boss was, because they give you a free one-up after clearing it. That is if you can get the thing. Which I can. Was it worth it? Probably not. Definitely not. Mr. X is Mega Man's left leg. No, Bubs tore off Mega Man's left leg and is using it as a shotgun until the virus situation is fixed. Left leg Hadoo? Yeah. Return on my investment. Yeah, 401k. I don't know why I said 401k, but yeah, I did, so. Alright, I probably didn't need to use that much Night Crush there, but you know what? It beat the enemy, so I'm happy. I genuinely don't know how to avoid damage from those guys there. Ooh, these platforms. These are kind of funky. No! You know what? I'm just gonna accept that death. I've got 7 lives, it'll be fine. Yeah, Birch Gold sponsorship. Invest in gold. Tax loopholes. Yeah. Everybody loves a good tax loophole. Everybody loves getting hit in a really stupid way twice. Hey, Strongbid, look! You're twice! Well, I don't know why those guys didn't fire that time, but they didn't. So it should be said that I didn't actually practice the Wily stages. Or Dr. X stages, I mean. Because this is clearly not Dr. Wily. This is somebody else that is causing trouble for Mega Man and pals. I don't think so, because I don't know if that ladder counts as a pit or not. Alright, we're gonna go jet adapter for this part. Alright. Get you on and off the screen. Okay. No. There. See, you just gotta be patient sometimes. Get out of here. Nobody likes your style. Nebulon, etc., etc. The Wii equivalent stages. What? Explain. Explain joke. Tiny brain does not understand. Free E-Tank, nice. Alright, this is a Centaur flash room if I've ever seen one. Oh, the will equivalent stages? Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to go get my eyes looked at. Like, no fucking bones about it. Man, I should just stay in jet adapter form at this point. Wily equivalent, if you prefer. Yes. That was just so stupid, I'm gonna go with it. There was no reason for that death. Wow. That was fucking dumb. Die. Alright, where's my jet adapter? There it is. It's the same portmanteau. It is the same portmanteau. Hey there, Wily equivalent. Care to partake in this castle stage with me? Ooh, this. Okay. Nice. Definitely will take a free refill. And this is a stage with the Mecha Dragon that I don't remember how to fight, because I haven't played through the ending of this game in a really long-ass time. Oh, it's this. I think this guy's weak to Blizzard Attack. For some reason. Yeah. Forgot about that, dude. Contaminations, Elizabeth. Contamulations to you too. Always love a good card gaugeism. Round these parts. Alright, what needs it the most? Well, I'm going to use Silver Tomahawk more than I am Blizzard Attack, so I'm going to take that instead. Like I said, the energy balancer is good, but I still kind of prefer to fill them manually. Just because I like to choose where my weapon energy goes to. Did Mega Man invent the weakness system in video game? I can't imagine it did. Like, there's got to be some other game out there that did something similar before Mega Man was even a thing, you know? But then again, this was developed at a relatively early time for the industry, but... So I could be entirely wrong, you never know. I don't even need that E-Tank. Still gonna get it. Yeah. Yeah, stupid damage. Yeah, Windstorm being underrated. Oh, this. Forgot about this. Conjunctivitis. Another really cool use of the adapters. Like, I genuinely love some of the things that this game did. And it's a shame that the majority of the game is just kind of bland, you know? So I believe those, like, evil versions of Beat are called Pete. Like, with a P. P is in Peter from Family Guy. Whoa, I didn't even see you ask that question. So that was some good timing for my random-ass commentary. Oh, nice. Oh! I see no better time for Yamato Spear. Is this an alternate path? Yes. Right. So here's what we're doing. I want to show all the alternate paths. So you know I gotta save state it. Yeah, the jumps in that room are pretty fucking close quarters. And I think this is where the paths meet up. So let's go to the other one. And clearly this one is going to be better because you need the adapter to get it. It makes you go through that slightly more amount of effort, I guess. Not really. Yeah. Yeah. I forget that not all of these guys explode. Extra life, I'll take it. Oh, it's time for Windstorm. There's Windstorm being stupid and missing. Not being underrated, just stupid and missing. Another fucking E-Tank that... Shit, I may as well just get it. So I hope you're ready. This is the one area where plant barrier is actually useful. Or not, because I got hit anyway. Wow. That was really bad. Oh, okay, game. I think this is the Robo Hydra thing. It's either here in a actual Wily level. Oh, okay, no, it's just Dr. Eggman. Whew! That was close. Wow, Dr. Eggman. That was a really lame robot. Much like most of your robots. His scheme for world domination has failed. What? It's Dr. Wily. What a twist. Nobody could have ever seen that coming. Dr. Wily was Mr. X, guys. It wasn't Dr. Eggman. Not Dr. Smegman, Dr. Wily. Alright. Take bad damage from a Met, all on a good day's work. No, it wasn't Mega Man's left leg either, surprisingly. Like I said, Bubs is too busy using Mega Man's left leg. Alright. I need the jet adapter. Dr. Smegman. Smegma is just a good word. I don't know why I suddenly thought that, but... I believe this stage has a pretty significant alternate route in it. If I'm remembering correctly, I could be very wrong. In fact, I am probably very wrong, but... I have no time for gotcha traps. Especially because my voice is fucking dying, and I would like the stream to be over before too much longer here. Okay. Smegma male grind set. I'm gonna have to rewind this whole section, aren't I? Because I want to show the alternate path. If it means I take a little more damage, well then I take a little more damage. That's whatever. There we go. Now, see, this alternate path is actually worth it. Because there's good shit here. Like a spike drop. Whoops. Come on. That's the thing, though. You gotta pay attention, because there's fucking false floors here again. So, I think this one is death. No, it's just an energy refill. Okay. I thought for sure that was death down there. Nice little cache of weapon energy. See, I think the boss is weak to Yamato Spear. It's either that or Tomahawks, I can't remember. So we'll top both of those off, and... I keep touting Windstorm as an underrated weapon, so... Go ahead and fill it up. Whew. Excuse me. Really? Oh yeah, Yamato Spear goes through shields, except for these guys. I guess that makes sense, though, since they're from Yamato Man's stage. I don't know. Remember the spike trap? I do remember the spike trap. Alright, this one is the fucking dragon mini-boss that I hate. It is the fucking dinosaur mini-boss that I hate. Alright, I want to see if it is actually weak to Yamato Spear. Yup. Very weak to Yamato Spear. That is if I can actually hit him with it. It's kind of an important part of beating a boss is being able to hit them with their weapon. And he is dead. Which makes me happy. Makes me happy. Alright. Back to it. Boom. I really like this level. It's like a fucking cold storage meat locker place. I get a kick out of it. Well, I sure wish I had Yamato Spear now. Yeah, enemy spam. Actually, it's not really that bad enemy spam. I'm just bad. Case in point. Alright. Let's do this the proper way. Where's my Night Crush? Well, that wasn't quite the proper way, but it was better than the previous one, so I'll take it. Time to do this a stylish way. Yeah. If I had quick weapon switching, that would be even cooler. But sadly I don't, as you can see, because it's just making me slide around when I hit the buttons. I'm not showing the alternate route, because I do need to, like, finish the stream, because my voice is dying, so. That and I forgot to save, and I don't want to subject you all to me rewinding through that, because that would be fucking annoying. Even though I already have, but shut up. Ha, loser. Alright, I don't remember what this boss is. Guess we'll find out. Alright, it's this weird-ass thing that's really fucking easy. I say as I get absolutely bodied. Is this weak to Night Crush? No, it is not weak to Night Crush. Flame Blast? It's not weak to Flame Blast. What about Windstorm? Ah, it is weak to Windstorm. Beautiful. I don't even care that I had to waste an energy tank there. If my voice is dying, then no longer screaming sounds like a good plan. Yeah, that's probably a good plan. I can get down with that. Oh, short stage. You know I had to YouTube poop it at some point. Oh, this weird-ass level. Right. This is the one with the fan dudes that show up here and nowhere else. I don't understand them. Alright. I can't remember the best way to get through this part, because I know it's a pain in the dick. Man, those fans do a lot of damage when you bump into them. That was just stupid. Yeah. Okay, fan dudes are dead. Thank God. That section is stressful. Yeah, we do like us a good YTP around here. A YTP. Not a YTP, a YTP. There's a difference. Dog the Wowie. Looks like boss rematches. Alright. Cool. Alright. Well, Windman doesn't matter because he's easy. I guess I'll find Nightman first. Think he would be here? Okay, this is Windman. Well, cool, I can show his weakness off. Yeah, he's weak to Centaur Flash. I'm weak to being landed directly on top of. No, as most people probably would be. And you're being a little bit of a spaz this time, Windman. Don't know why, but... Alright, Centaur Man. Maybe we'll get to see how annoying this boss actually is this time. Nope. Okay, here's Nightman. Hopefully I've got enough Yamato Spear to beat him. Oh yeah, no problem. Nah, that's a Crystal Flash. Yeah, clearly. It's like how Mega Man, or not fucking Mega Man, Samus's final smash for Zero Suit Form and Brawl was very clearly meant to be the Crystal Flash, and it just wasn't titled as such. Alright, Plant Man is weak to Blizzard attack, as was not shown off in the fight with him. You know, grass is weak to ice, so... makes sense to me. Die. Is grass weak to ice? Yes, it is. It is very weak to ice. Oh, here's Japan Man, who is, as we saw, highly allergic to Silver Tomahawk. I like how it's a Silver Tomahawk, but it doesn't turn Mega Man silver. It turns them brown. It's more like a Copper Tomahawk. Speaking of... wow, that was really, really bad. Brown is the best color. Do I have Plant Barrier? Yeah, I'll just soften him a little bit with Plant Barrier and finish him with the Buster. That won't be a bad idea. Totally not at all. Alright. And now he's dead. Alright, Flame Man. Yes, sir. Alright. Windstorm. Boom. Because that's the noise wind makes, is boom. No Probalo. And last, by process of elimination, is Bilzardman. That was dumb. That was also dumb. That was probably unavoidable. Alright. Wily Machine 6. I do not remember what this thing is weak to. Okay, I guess it just doesn't exist. That's fine as well. Oops. Probably could have used that weapon energy. Oh, right, this. Okay. No, that's actually Wily Machine's weakness, I think, is that. I guess I'll just fight it the normal way. Ooh, nice. Alright, that worked out. It does not bees doozing? It does not bees doozing. What do you give? Okay, I'll take that. Alright, I remember this being a particularly easy Wily Machine again. It's kind of a matter of staying on the move and not taking a bunch of dumb damage like what I do. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and E-tank up. So we're at the end here. Ah. Case in point, taking dumb damage. Like what I do. Alright, time for the Wily Crapsel. Switch to that Silver Tomahawk, because this is a tricky one, if I recall. And I missed. Let's miss again. And he is dead. Easiest Wily fight, period, if you ask me. And that is Mega Man 6, and Mega Man actually takes action and captures him. This will come back later. There will be a test. Dr. Wily be ein. And yeah, that'll be Mega Man 6. That's something I like, is this little sequence you get with the bosses in their arena, just kind of chilling out and doing their thing. And it's a pretty cool medley of all the stage themes, too. I'll try not to YouTube poop it too much. But yeah, I think Mega Man 6 is a very underrated entry in the classic series, as I've kept saying. I think all the different branching paths and the stages, at least some of them, is a really, really cool design thing that I wish the games would do more often, but sadly they don't. The weapons are all at the very least, decent, except for Plant Barrier. If not a little bit unwieldy in the case of Blizzard Attack. The Robot Masters are all really cool. I mean, 6 has one of my favorite batches of Robot Masters, honestly. All of them are really neat. You can kind of see where Mega Man is stored in this room, just from where Nightman throws his mace. Kazuki Centaur Man Kitoguchi. Yeah, pretty much. seriously though, I kind of wonder how they did these end sequences here, because you'd have to have Mega Man stored somewhere in the room for those to work, probably. Maybe they just have him running back and forth below the stage. I don't know. Tomahawk Man is such a cool design, and it's a shame that he's viewed as offensive these days, because I really like it, actually. His Battle Network design is pretty sick, too, if I recall. Windman also has a really cool Battle Network design. Like, really, really cool. And it's just a shame that he's in 4, the worst one. Rare Bear clearly stole these credits? Yeah, totally. But yeah, that's Mega Man 6. Guess we'll let the credits play. Just want to thank everybody for watching. It's always fun. Nicholas Fells. Lee Constantinu. That's a name. Turkey 613. Looking for Akiteru. Where's Akiteru? Patario. Not Partario, Patario. Capcom All-Staff. Hyper Mickey. Well, I didn't see Akiteru in the credits, so it's automatically, like, not as good. So yeah, that's Mega Man 6, and therefore the stream for today, and all of the first Mega Man Legacy Collection. Glad to have that done. So next time, we're moving on to Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, starting Mega Man 7. And I will see you guys for that. Take it easy, everyone. Have a good night. Pringles.